Want to learn how to build these beautiful bedside tables? Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how. Let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back. So excited to be back today. And I'm trying to get into like a new content schedule of like uploading consistently. So let's get started with today's video. Today I am building some bedside tables for my sister. So I am back at her house doing another renovation, but I wanted to build some bedside tables to go into her room because bedside tables are high. Maybe not to some, but to me, I just feel, I don't know, y'all. I say this every time I build some furniture. Furniture is expensive, and so I'm gonna build them for much cheaper. I think the wood in total probably cost me like $160, maybe $200 at most. It's gonna take me to build 2 bedside tables, and I just want to make sure that it's good quality pieces, so that's why I'm building them myself. She does need a lot of like drawer space, so I'm gonna do 3 drawers in there, none of the opening stuff that I usually do. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I think I'm gonna cut it up here on my workbench. Y'all, this is a new workbench that I just built, and I'm gonna use it to build these bedside tables, which may be why I'm so excited to get building, but I feel like it's gonna be so helpful. So I'm gonna actually try to cut my sheets of plywood down on here. I don't know if it's too tall, but I'm gonna give it a try and we'll see. Okay, got lifted to put onto that piece. Thank you. Okay, y'all, so I'll be switching and doing voiceover for most of this video because a lot of you all asked how I build it on Instagram and my other social media platforms, so I want to give y'all a little bit of instruction. So first, I'm cutting down my wood using my circular saw attached to the Craig Rip Cut Guide. This helps me so much when I'm working alone and I need to cut down my wood. I do have a table saw, but this I can do it by myself and not try to have to lift this heavy piece of wood through my table saw. So I definitely recommend, and it's very affordable to get. Now, y'all, I definitely don't recommend doing this, but I'm using my miter saw to cut my wood to length because both of my table saw and my Craig Rip Cut Guide only goes to about 24 inches in rip cut capacity. So that's the longest cut that I can make on those two. Now, that's why I use my miter saw to cut. I needed a 30-inch length, so that's why I use that. For this entire build, I am using the pocket hole system. I love this. This is such an easy method for attaching your wood together. And I just used the pocket hole jig and the bit that it comes with to create the pocket holes. And then I'm just going to use the pocket hole screws to attach them together with a little bit of wood glue, and it holds perfectly. I'm now going to add some face framing to my box basically that I've built. This just makes it look so much put together. I use premium pine 1x2s and I cut them down to size. And it just adds such a clean look. Also, premium pine is a better quality of wood that I find at Home Depot or Lowe's. You can pick up from either one.
And I just nailed that on. Now, I know I did say you can use pocket hole screws for this entire build. I did nail these on, but you can use pocket hole screws to attach it from within inside.
Hey y'all, I'm getting ready to put these drawers together. I already pre-cut all the pieces and put pocket holes in them so we can just assemble them together. I just use the piece of plywood and cut them down to the length that I want them to be. And then that's pretty much it. Screw it together. I don't like to use wood glue on my drawers because sometimes I mess up and I like to be able to take them apart. So I just use the screws and that gives it a good hold. But I am using some clamps that I bought off of Amazon to clamp them together.
Okay, so now that my drawers are built, I am going to go ahead and put in my drawers inside the box. I already attached my slides in there, my drawer slides. I always order these from Amazon. I'm still trying to find my favorite ones because some drawer slides I've ordered in the past has given me issues, but this one seems pretty good so far. So I'll link them in the description box for you all to use. Now, I've done a few drawer builds and I've learned that you have to make sure that your measurements are correct. It cannot be too tight. It cannot be too far apart. You have to make sure that they are just right, or your whole drawer slide system is not going to work. So make sure you measure correctly. That's my best tip, and your drawers will slide in and out perfectly. So I decided to go with the inset look for my drawer boxes, which is when the face framing meets the drawer fronts, so it all lines up perfectly. Some drawers sit on the outside of the framing. These drawers line up with the framing. And to attach them to my drawer box, I literally just screw some screws through the back of the drawer box into my face framing. But I also have to make sure that I have the correct amount of spacing. I believe the spacing is 1/8 of an inch throughout the sides. And I just kind of use, sometimes you can use a deck of playing cards. I used some spacers that I had for my tile. And it worked perfectly for me. Now y'all, don't come for me about how I'm putting on the stain. It did not go on smoothly. I had literally knocked over my stain in my garage, so I was working with like a little bit. So I decided to mix two stains together to kind of get this, I don't even know what it's called. I think it's called white oak look. So I'm using Special Walnut by Varathane and then also an Antique White by Varathane, and it looks so gorgeous. So I'm just putting it on with a rag. You can use a paintbrush, but I usually like to control it with my rag so I can wipe it on and off. Now, I definitely would have put it on a more consistent coat throughout, if I wasn't running out of stain. And here are the bedside tables. They turned out so beautiful and my sister loves them. Let me know what you guys think about them in the comment section and leave a huge thumbs up on this video. Bye.